Hello everybody and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Libra today. Okay. So I'll start with cleansing the cards and the space with some Palo Santo. And I will be pulling cards for a you and them reading. I'll pull the energy for you and your person and the situation, the relationship as it stands now, and then the possible outcome. And keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave the rest. The energies can be flip-flopped. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, go on ahead and check your other placements. Common ones are sun, moon, and rising. This is for Libra. This is for Libra. What message do we have for Libra and the person on their mind? A message to come out for their greatest and highest good. This is for Libra. Okay, bottom of the deck energy, we have the Five of Swords. So, looks like there has been some conflict overshadowing this situation, this relationship. But let's get into it. Let's see. So, Libra, on your side, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Empress, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. On your person's side, the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Sun. Wow. In the nature of the relationship as it stands is Six of Wands, the Beyond, which is like an extra major arcana in this deck, and the Hierophant. And the possible outcome, the Seven of Wands in reverse, Hope, and the Sun. Okay, so it appears, Libra, that you could be getting a lot of really good attention right now in your place of work or in whatever area of your life that you have that you're focusing on, that you have a sense of mastery with. Your energy is really good. Like the Empress in this situation, you know, could signify the wife, the mother, the life giver, nurturer, with a very strong sense of creativity and bringing things up and out to the surface in a very positive way. Very nurturing energy. Also a very empowered energy. Like the Empress is the culmination of all the queens, right? And so she doesn't chase, she manifests. So there's a manifestation. I believe that you have manifested this positive attention in your workplace. And, you know, with the Seven of Wands in reverse, I think that can be an invitation to pay attention to how much you give of yourself, and giving in. It could indicate that your boundaries could be very diffuse at this time. So you, amidst all this good attention, you want to keep in mind that, you know, not to overwork yourself, right? And not to just be a yes person. If you're beginning to feel like your boundaries are breaking down, or you might become like exhausted or burn yourself out with all that wand energy, pay attention to that. Okay, pay attention to that. And it's okay for you to take breaks. You know, it won't undo the positive attention that you've already garnered. Especially if it's healthy and the attention wasn't given in a manipulative way in an effort to exploit you. Okay. For your person, we have the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Sun. So this person has been bringing a sense of waiting. There's something that they've been waiting for, you know, and this, whatever it is that they're waiting for, we will clarify, but this is connected to their sense of morality, their sense of personal doctrine and ethos. And the Sun has really shown a light on what that is, and there's been some sense of upheaval for this person. Okay. In the relationship as it stands now is the Six of Wands, the Beyond, and the Hierophant. So, you know, there is, with regard to soul energy, like the Beyond is speaking to the spirit, belief systems. This is right next to the Hierophant, and there's attention being given to this theme right now in this context. You know, perhaps, we'll see when we clarify, but the way people have shown up in their character, in their personhood, and in what they're bringing, like the aspects of themselves that they're bringing to this situation, has really been informed by their personal sense of self, their personal sense of ethics, their own morality, and all of those things. So there's been a lot of attention placed on that in this context. In the possible outcome, there's the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Star, and the Sun. So perhaps this person on this side, you know, Libra, you might have a lot of hope to restore happiness in this situation as long as you give in to whatever is being asked of you, to make it good, to make everything copacetic, right? Which is common for Libras, right? They want to make things nice. And that could come at a cost of your own energy. So you want to just be mindful of that. So let's go ahead and dive in here and see what this is about. What is this about? I get the sense that this is a work situation. But let's see. What's the attention about? What's the Six of Wands? Okay. So the Six of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So the way that this is reading to me, so there was a new opportunity, a new seed to be planted for somebody's like long-term goal and vision, right? There was just an opportunity that was extended. Could have been extended by this Knight of Swords energy, could have been extended by the Knight of Cups energy, but there was energy around this being like, there was communication. It was communicated that there was this new opportunity. They're communicating to you. They're giving you all this attention. The Knight of Cups is probably heaping, you know, loving praise, being very alluring, very, I don't want to say the word tempting, but seductive. Like, here's this thing. So this opportunity was communicated to you in a very, like, you know, they made you an offer you couldn't refuse, right? And also wrapped it in like a lot of praise here. Okay. I'm getting the sense that this is work. And I feel that with the Eight of Pentacles there. Let's go ahead and look into the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hangman, the Ace of Cups, and the World. So wherever you've been putting your focus in has brought an ending to a particular cycle in your life. One in which gave you a fresh opportunity a fresh opportunity in love, or a fresh opportunity in like a very emotional, this has been an emotional experience for you to have this focus in on here. And it's also an emotional experience to wrap up the end of one cycle and, you know, begin another. And in the midst of this, you've had to surrender to all the feelings that this has brought up for you, you know. This is very transformative. This situation is very transformative. You have been surrendering to it, really just sitting with it, just really, and at times this could have been very painful as well. But this pain is, you know, in the service of inner transformation, right? So there's been an ending of one thing and the beginning of another, and I think it has to do with work, or where you're shifting your focus more towards your tangibles. And you're very present to that experience, very present to all the feelings that this brings up in you. Okay, let's look at the Three of Wands. Oops. What is this? Why is the Three of Wands here? What is this person waiting for? So the Three of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and the King of Swords. So I would be wary of some sort of manipulation here. The Three of Wands, it would appear maybe they're waiting to get some attention, waiting to receive something. And there could be some manipulative energy, some sort of level of cunning on their part in order to get that. You know, perhaps this person has exercised manipulation in the past to get what they wanted, because we have the Hierophant here, and that's really connected to somebody's inner moral compass, right? But whatever it is, it doesn't appear to be working because, you know, we have this upheaval here. Or perhaps the manipulation and the cunning, in an effort to get some more attention, to get some more, you know, alms, is bringing on this Tower moment here. But with the Sun, perhaps that's already exposed. So let's go ahead and see. What is this Tower moment about? Oop. Okay, so the Tower is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. So it would appear that, you know, some decision was made, and this decision created a circumstance where this person was being offered something that didn't really appeal to them. Essentially, like, this Tower moment brought on feelings of disappointment, boredom, and just like harumph energy, right? However, in the midst of this Tower moment, this person is, you know, looking at options of what it is that they can choose next. There could be feelings of confusion in the midst of this, but ultimately they know that they have options, and they're just kind of sitting with the aftermath of the Tower moment, right? But they are bringing in a sense of clearer vision to the future. They're trying to be discerning here. Let's go ahead and do the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Seven of Wands in reverse is like I had mentioned before, is an energy of like giving in and being kind of having pretty loose boundaries with your energy. And so it's clarified by the Sun, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So, you know, typically when people do that, they are really doing it for, you know, what can be the justification for that is, well, I want everything to be loving, and I'm a very loving and open and giving person. So it's like there's this Queen of Cups energy just kind of giving and giving and giving, right? But, you know, if you give and you give and you give, and you have very diffuse boundaries, which, you know, the Queen of Cups can have diffuse boundaries because it's very watery, right? It's very nebulous. And so with that being said, you have to be careful with that energy, but it would appear that you're doing it in as a labor of love. Okay. Now, with the sun here, like, there is an element of happiness for sure. Like, that's the happiest card in the deck. Like, I think you're very happy that you've been given this opportunity. You feel very good when you give over, when you give in to things, probably because, like, you want to make things nice and copacetic for everybody. However, with the Seven of Pentacles here in the middle, you want to be mindful and pay attention to whether or not your efforts and your nurturing and your investment in this situation is actually bearing the fruit that you want to see. Okay? So just be mindful of that, because while this is making you happy and this is changing you and this can feel good, you know, just keep in mind about that piece. You know, like a overinvestment, right? Okay. Let's do the sun here. What is this situation illuminating? Because we have the sun in the outcome twice. So despite some of these energies being a little bit interesting, we have the sun here in the finish twice. So it could be illuminating something, but it could also be that, you know, with these efforts that are being made, it could bring a lot of happiness to create the desired outcome. Okay, so clarifying the sun, we have the Two of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Chariot. So, you know, it would appear that on this person's side, what's being illuminated through this situation is which decision are they going to make? How are they going to embody their forward movement? And whatever it is that they choose, that there's going to be change, there's going to be forward movement in this direction. It could be slowly. It might not be as fast and furious as, say, like the Chariot that's drawn by two horses, because this Chariot is drawn by a snail, right? But ultimately, whatever this person decides, they want it to lead to a happy outcome. You know, they want to feel a sense of community, of partnership, of acceptance, of connection. And so, you know, ultimately, whether or not we employ manipulative tactics in the beginning of any kind of thing, underneath it all, it's really an effort to be seen and to be safe and to feel held. Sometimes it is trying to put one over on other people, but sometimes if this inner dynamic has been born out of a place of like lack or trauma or abuse, or whatever the case may be, and that's a tool or a defense that they used in an effort to feel safe at one point in their life, or in an effort to feel loved or accepted or brought in at one point in their life, you know, we can see that whatever decision that they make, like ultimately it's them wanting to feel this, which is actually a very, very healthy want, right? A very healthy want. Okay, I'm going to do the star and then I'm going to close it off. Okay, what's the hope here? What's the hoped for outcome? You know, perhaps you are helping this person in the finish. Perhaps you are helping this person make their decision. What is the, because there's hope here. and there's a giving energy, and there's an invested energy, and we have the sun twice. Nice. Okay, so the star is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So it would appear that the hope here is to come together and, you know, form a friendship of some kind. And, you know, that can be accomplished by, you know, learning about each other, learning about the context in which you find yourselves. Maybe this person is teaching this person. On some level, there's some sort of oversight here, some guidance. The Two of Swords would say, you know, in an effort to bring this together in a sense of friendship and community, that, you know, no one is going to be with the Two of Swords. At times that can be stalemate energy, like not talking about the thing, or yeah, like not communicating, right? So be aware of that if there's some underlying feelings, you know, because a lot of times people will choose, especially Libra energy, can choose to not say the negative thing or say the discouraging thing, because that'll disrupt the balance in the group. It could disrupt the balance in the relationship. So they want to keep things nice, want to keep things fair, you know, are really liking to have low chance of conflict, right? So it would appear that, I mean, perhaps you are studying this person to really kind of navigate them, to find the best way to be able to communicate with them in order to keep things copacetic and friendly. Yeah, that very well could be it. You know, but, you know, as I've read the energies, take what resonates for sure. And if there's any part that you're like, oh, well, it's more like this, then trust that, you know. Okay, so bottom of the deck energy is the Empress. So we have the Empress twice. You know, the Empress is a nurturer, is a life giver, is creative in how they express themselves. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what animal energy we have to share. Yeah, I don't get the sense that this is a love reading, but I could be wrong. I mean, it didn't pop out at me so much. The other thing, like if we were to look at this through the lens of love, for sure, you could have met somebody at work that brought the Ace of Cups, a new opportunity in love, which would close out whatever cycle you were in before, whether that be singlehood or a partnership, right? And with the Hierophant here, in the nature of this relationship, we do have, that's like the marriage card, the commitment card. So I'll actually go ahead and read this twice through a different lens. And so, you know, maybe at work you're getting a lot of attention from a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Cups, and they're presenting you with a new opportunity. Maybe they're both trying to, hit on you or whatever, because you do have this Empress energy, which is very, very attractive. You draw people in, and then you got to be mindful of like giving in to these people's advances. Like it might feel good to get this attention. However, it can also feel distressing in some way as well, because you're kind of like sitting in this energy. So be aware of, say if you're at work and these are the people who are like hitting on you, or trying to date you. You don't need to be nice just to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone's being creepy and weird or whatever, or if it's like completely inappropriate, like if you're getting hit on at work, you don't need to give in to those kinds of advances just to like keep your job. Like you don't, okay? Because you're there to work. You're not there to, you know what I mean? Like if that's what it is that you're feeling like, or you might be kind of excited by that. I don't know. I mean, either way, someone's offering you something, but it is making you feel kind of confused and stuck a little bit. Can feel emotional and big. Okay, let's see. The Hierophant's clarified by the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, and then the Star. So within the relationship as it is right now, someone is feeling very guarded. But they're hoping to keep their commitment in this context. Their hope is to show up fully, their hope is to show up, in alignment with their ethics. I mean, they may really even see and judge this situation as quite toxic too. I mean, this could be like they're waiting for some attention, but yet they could be thinking about this situation as being toxic in some way. Yeah. So like I said, these are the energies. I'm just take it as it resonates. I'm not entirely sure what the actual situation is. Reading for, providing general readings for, viewers on YouTube. Everybody has something different going on for sure. But I'll go ahead and pick some animal cards for you. Let me see what time it is. Then I'll close off the reading here. B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Okay. Empress energy twice, and the work situation. Yes. Humpback whale, singer. You sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So the Hierophant showed up here twice. And what did I just say? This person wants to show up in alignment with their truth, in alignment with their personal ethics and morality. Okay, cougar, assertive. In silence you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. I think that oversees the reading for sure. And I like how it says, in silence you find your power. Because here, right, you're not talking, but you are using your energy to create a more copacetic, I'm going to say, workplace. Okay. Okay, Libra, that's what I have for you. Could pick like a couple of little petal cards. Sometimes those are nice and positive at the end. Let's see. Carnation, keep going, keep growing, be unstoppable. Poppy, remember who you wanted to be. Peony, prosperity can be assured if you care well for tomorrow. There we go. I think those fit really, really well. Okay, thank you so much, Libra. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.